Yes, Grant, we're helping you get rid of all of your beetroot stains. I must say, I absolutely love the social media report. Really funny stuff. Now, the vegetable that we're cooking with this morning, the beetroot, really is underrated. And I say this because it's got so many amazing properties that people don't really know about. Not only does it cure hangovers, it's nature's aphrodisiac. It really does help with depression and, of course, helps to relax the mind. And this morning, we are going to be showing you how to clean off any surfaces, because we all know that beetroot is notorious for leaving stains, and Chef Michael Olivier is going to be giving us some really great homemade recipes in order to help clean off those surfaces that may have been stained by beetroot. Chef Michael, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm so happy that you're here, because this is something that all of us experience.
Yeah,
if it's not our hands that's being stained, it's our cutting boards, or even just like cloth or things like that.
Absolutely. Because the first tip is to, if you have them, is to wear kitchen gloves
Exactly.
when you're working with beetroot. So there are a number of things that we can do to get the stain off. Obviously, the best way to get the stain off is to wash your chopping board straight away. Use a little brush and then brush it. But if it doesn't come off, lemon juice works absolute wonders.
Wonderful.
Look at that.
Look at that coming off already.
And it's just the acidity really that does it.
Look at that.
Yeah. So
there's nothing worse than having a stained chopping board. It just looks horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one way of doing it. Then if you have got it on your hands, here's your friend.
Really?
Yeah, so what you do is you simply cut the potato in half and then go to the water and then use the potato to sort of scrub the colour off. If you've got it on your clothes, which of course happens when you're cooking, it happens a lot. Then what you need to do is you need to get some white bread, and then you just simply take up some of this Pick and Pay white wine vinegar. And you pour a little in the plate, dab the bread into it, and then dab that onto the stain. Again, it's the acidity. See?
That is fantastic.
Yeah. So
lemon for cutting boards, potatoes for hands, and then of course white bread and white wine vinegar for clothes.
And then on clothes also, if you've got some eucalyptus oil, I love the smell of that.
Love eucalyptus.
And what you can then do is you can just take a piece of cotton wool and dab the eucalyptus oil onto the beetroot stain, and then simply wash it in the normal way, and the stain will come out.
Thank you so much, Chef
Pleasure.
Michael. There you have it. If you've got any beetroot stains, now you know how to deal with them, and you don't need to be afraid of them anymore, because those notorious stains are going to be gone. After the break, we're making a very delicious salad that contains charred pears, walnuts, and blue cheese.
And beetroot.
And beetroot, of course. We'll see you right back after this.
Goodness can be found in encouraging greatness at the Junior Runners Academy in Soweto. Pick and Pay, always there for you.
Now, if you're looking for a fantastic meat-free Monday recipe, we've got just the thing for you. We're about to make a warm beetroot salad with walnuts, with pears, and with blue cheese as well. And here to help us make that is Chef Michael. Chef Michael.
Good morning.
Good to see you back. It's been, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, cool. So what do we need for our recipe this morning?
Great. Well, what we need is we need some beetroot, pear, blue cheese, toasted walnuts, and then some greens.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that I really enjoy doing is roasting beetroot, because it sort of concentrates the flavour of the beetroot, and it keps it dry.
That's sweetness.
So
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we've got some raw beetroot here, which we've just washed and taken all the roots off. We're going to pop them in there, and then I've got some good Pick and Pay finest South African olive oil here. And we'll just drizzle that over.
Lovely.
We'll put on some salt and some pepper. And then one of the things that I quite like doing, because itself is a sort of a rustic spice, is just to put a good splash of cumin onto the beetroot. Now, we are going to take the skin off. So it doesn't really matter if you give it just a good dose, because some of it is going to go inside and flavour the beetroot inside. And then all you want to do is to close them up and then to roast them in the oven. And that's probably going to take you about a half an hour to 45 minutes. Now, when we get to serving, what we need to do is we need to take, these pears are nice and ripe. And we need just to char them.
All right.
Because that's obviously going to add to the flavour. The sugar in the pear is going to char, and it's just going to make it look pretty.
I love that we're kind of also changing the texture
Yes.
of these vegetables and fruits in our salad as
Absolutely,
well.
and it changes the texture on the outside
Yes.
and keeps it nice and crisp on the
Nice.
inside.
And it's good to look at as well when something
for
looks just a little bit different.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing there. Now, what I thought I'd do is let's just start putting the salad together.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to do it on this slate here.
Oh, that's going to look good. Let me just move this out of the way.
Just have this there. And I'm going to put down some rockets. These are lovely little packs that you can get. And you know, about sort of 30-gram pack is probably about as much as one can handle in a home at a time.
All right.
And they come all washed and cleaned and everything.
I love rocket. It's got such a
Oh,
lovely peppery
yes.
taste.
And you can make a lovely pesto with it as well.
Really?
Yes.
Rocket pesto.
With pine nuts and some Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
Right. And then let's go with our beetroot.
So that's already come
This
out
is
of the
already
oven.
out of the oven, and the skin's been taken off.
Yeah.
And it's just ready for
Lovely.
use in the salad. You can.
Should that still be warm?
I was just going to say you can leave it warm, but of course you can serve it cold as well.
All right.
And here we've got some pears which have already been charred. Let's just
Okay.
see how we're doing here.
Ooh,
See, they start getting
beautiful.
they start getting some lines on them.
Very nice.
We'll just tip them over.
That looks yummy.
And this is very easy to do. And it just makes the thing look prettier.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
So there we have our beetroot. And then here we've got our pear pieces. And I'm going to put some toasted walnuts on top. And I was saying to you earlier, one of the things that I might perhaps have done
Yep.
is to take the walnuts and to put them into a pan with some sugar
Yeah.
and a little bit of chili. There we go. Doesn't that look good?
That looks absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to turn this down a notch, yeah?
There you go.
That looks really, really beautiful.
And then you take the walnuts in a pan with some sugar and some chili and caramelize them. And then you can just chop them.
Oh, wow.
Chop them roughly. So we'll just crumble these on top.
All right.
And then we've got some blue cheese here.
Very nice. While you're putting on that blue cheese, if you would like our recipe this morning for our warm beetroot salad with charred pears, with walnuts, and with blue cheese, all you have to do is SMS the word salad to 33728. We'll gladly send you a Pick n Pay shopping list and the link to the recipe. But also, don't forget that if you are a Discovery Vitality member, activate the Vitality Healthy Food benefit and get up to 25% cash back on healthy food at Pick n Pay. Of course, all you can do is log on to discovery.co.za for more information as well.
And here we're
Chef
going to
Michael, oh, that looks amazing.
drizzle over some salad dressing. Now I've used sherry vinegar in this
Yes.
salad dressing. It just gives it a nice sort of
Wow.
extra edge.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Before we tuck into that yummy dish, let's go and check out one more time how we made it.
Blend together olive oil, seasoning and coriander. Place washed beetroot onto foil, then drizzle with the oil. Roast at 200 degrees until tender. Peel beetroot, then cut into wedges. Grill the pears. Dress rocket, then top with beetroot and pears. Sprinkle with nuts, blue cheese and parsley.
That keyword once again is salad. SMS it to 33728. We'll send you the link to your shopping list and of course the link to the recipe, and you can be making this meat-free Monday delicious beetroot recipe tonight. Chef Michael, this looks absolutely amazing.
It is.
Now you see, eating healthy does not have to be boring and bland.
Absolutely.
It can be colorful, it can be vibrant, and it can be yummy
Lots
as well.
of flavor.
Packed with flavor.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
We'll see you again
Nice to
soon.
see you.
It's
Thank
time
you.
to hand over to Kat, and he's with those two very crazy guys, and they're busting their chops on Espresso this morning.
We found goodness in goed gedacht olive oil and all the good they do for the community. Pick n Pay, always there for you.